Hey everybody. You know, like I mentioned in my vlog, I didn't watch Raw last night. I was so tired and I just had to get to sleep. But I did download it, and I'm going to record it onto DVD later on. But one thing some people were pointing out last night on Facebook and several other sites was you had Vicki sort of playing the heel last night, which of course she's natural at. Let's face it, no one's a better natural heel at times when they need to be than Vicki. But what happened throughout the night, though, is Rock, as everybody knows, tried to get in, couldn't get in, whatever. So Vicki basically, when I read this part in the live results, courtesy of RingsideNews.com and PWI Torch, or PWTorch.com, when I found out that the only way he could get in was to apologize for what he'd said about her last week during the Rock concert, I said to myself, are you kidding me? We're doing that again, WWE? Now, I understand a lot of people pretty much have had it with WWE reusing and recycling the same ideas over and over and over again. I totally understand that, and I totally get it. And when I read that, I'm thinking, are you kidding me? All she wants him to do is say, I'm sorry for saying those bad things about you. And then what happens? He gets in anyway, I guess courtesy of a cop's VIP ticket that he had. That one of the cops had was a VIP ticket. So anyway, he gets in, right? And, well, I'm not going to, pretty much for anybody that's watched it last night, you know what happened. But then something else happened later on that night. You see, throughout the night, Vicki had this Beat the Clock challenge deal, where the winner of the Beat the Clock challenge would get to choose their number in the Royal Rumble, the number of entry in the Royal Rumble. But I'm thinking, I'm thinking to myself, well, pretty much figured that was going to happen, right? You know, it always seems to happen on the Raw before the Rumble, or 2 weeks, or the second to last Raw before the Rumble, where they have some kind of event or some kind of match, or like I say, event to where the winner gets to choose their number, or gets becomes the last entry. Well, here's where one of the fans kind of differentiated out of this, and this is what the title means by, you know, when it says WWE or fans confused by who's heel and who's face. You know, WWE fans confused by who's face and who's heel or whatever. Basically, Dolph won the Beat the Clock challenge. He won it by making sure Sheamus or Wade Barrett didn't, beat his time. So anyway, he wins it, and he goes to Vicki thinking, yeah, I'm going to pick either 27 or 30, right? But Vicki then kind of throws a little curveball at him, saying, you can only choose out of the numbers I give you. In this case, she gives him 1 or 2. So, and when they discussed this, and when this happened, this one fan said that they were kind of, basically stated something along the lines of, they were confused. Because here you had Vicki throughout most of the night playing the heel, and yet you have her do a face situation with Dolph Ziggler. And it makes you wonder, and it makes this fan wonder, and I'm sure a lot of fans are wondering this, is exactly what side is Vicki really on? Is she heel? Is she face? What is she? Is she a tweener? Well, I guess you could say she's a bit of a tweener, but she's what I like to call a heelish babyface. Not a tweener, not just a tween, not just a tweener. And I know a lot of people say, well, a tweener is a heelish babyface. A tweener is more face, but does do heel things. Gets more of a reaction. Like a tweener, and sometimes is like a Stone Cold, like a CM Punk. When he was a babyface. A babyface that does questionable acts and all that. Heelish acts, but the fans love him or her for it. They do heelish acts, but the fans love them for it. So, here's the situation. So here's the situation about Vicki. She's basically what I like to call a heelish face. In other words, she's a baby face now, but she still gets heel heat. That's right, she can still get heel heat due to her actions. Like, she can be a baby face towards people like Dolph Ziggler, Wade Barrett, you know, CM Punk, if you will, but she can still be a heelish, but she can still be a heel and get heel heat due to her actions towards anybody else, like say The Rock, or say John Cena, or whoever else may up her ire, if you will. That's what it is. She's basically a heelish babyface that's a babyface, but still gets heel heat for certain actions that she may do. But if you want an example of how she is a babyface now, a couple weeks ago, about 3-4 weeks ago, they had about 3 weeks ago, so they had the New Year's Eve edition of Raw. She had the party there, like the backstage party, and most of the individuals there were baby faces. Sure, you had a few heels here and there, but most of them were baby faces. To get the idea, most of them were baby faces. So that kind of indicated she was a baby face, but she's a heelish baby face. So in other words, she can play both sides when need be. Like, she can be a baby face and a heel in one night. And that's a unique concept. You could still be a heel and get your heel heat like she did last night, but you can also be a baby face by doing what she did to Dolph Ziggler. Get the point that I'm trying to make? I know it sounds confusing, but it's basically that's what it is. It's a rare case, the way I look at it, of someone being a heelish babyface. Someone that can still get heel heat, still get booed, but is a babyface due to other actions. Due to the other actions, if you will. So kind of like a 50-50 deal with her. And I know that confuses a lot of fans at times because they're wondering exactly what side is she going to truly be on. What side are they going to really push her over to eventually to complete? Are they going to keep her? Are they going to fully keep her as a heel and have no trace of babyfaceness? Or are they going to slowly get her over to that babyface side so that when it comes to someone like The Rock, she can say, hey, look, I understand completely, you know, this is who you are, sometimes you do make fun of people, maybe I took it the wrong way kind of thing. And I'm sure you can play in the fact, I'm sure you can also add in the fact that Vince McMahon was there last night. So storyline-wise, that might have had her basically allow The Rock back in. But you kind of get the point that I'm trying to make, right? Hopefully you guys are following, trying to get the point I'm making, that Vicki Guerrero is one of those rare cases of being a heelish babyface. Still gets heel heat, but is a babyface, but is on the babyface side, but still gets heel heat with her reactions to, or her counteractions, reactions towards anybody else. I know it sounds confusing. It may be confusing coming out of my mouth when I say it, but that's basically what she is. She's a heelish babyface, someone that's cheered, I mean not cheered, but someone that's still booed, but has babyface actions. And it can also do heelish actions as well. So it's kind of like back and forth, if you know what I mean. So, if you followed what I was saying, let me know down below. Comment, video response if you like. I'd like to hear from you guys. Let me know what you guys think about it. And I'll talk to you all later. But that's basically, ladies and gentlemen, what Vicki Guerrero is right now. She's a heelish babyface that, like I said, can still get heel heat and get booed, but is on the babyface side of things. So, let me know what you guys think. Video respond down below. Comment, please. Let me know what you think. I'd like to hear from you guys. Do you agree with what I just tried to explain? Best I can. But let me know what you guys think. I'll talk to you all later.